The empty rifle shook in DeVries' hands. He dropped it as though it were a hot potato. It plopped onto the ground at his feet. He reached across his belly with his right hand and pulled the big top-break Russian .44 positioned for the cross-draw on his left hip. His hand was shaking so badly that he had trouble unsnapping the keeper thong from over the hammer, raising the heavy pistol and cocking it. "Show yourselves!" he screamed. "Show yourselves, you devils!" His own echo washed over him, further chilling him. It sounded like the echoing cry of a terrified old widow woman. A man's voice said casually behind him, "You boys sure can cook a good pot of coffee." DeVries whipped around so quickly that he almost fell. He swung the big Russian around as well and aimed toward the fire. The blaze had been built up a little so that the light shone on the face of the man crouched over the opposite side of it. The man held a steaming tin cup in his gloved hands. DeVries moved slowly toward the fire. His heart was like a giant metronome in his chest, the pendulum assaulting his heart like a sharpened steel blade. DeVries stopped about 10 feet away from the fire, staring aghast at the man hunkered there on the other side of the flames, on his haunches. He had a devil's grinning face, with high, tapering cheeks obscured beneath a thick, sandy beard and wicked slits for eyes. Coarse, sandy blonde hair poked out from beneath the battered Stetson stuffed down on his head. He wore a buckskin coat with a fox fur collar. A Colt's revolving rifle leaned against the log to his right within easy reach. The man smiled his devil's smile at DeVries. He raised his coffee to his lips, blew on it, and sipped. Swallowing, he straightened to his full height, which was maybe 6 feet, if that. He was not a tall man, but then Harry Seville had never needed to be. What Seville lacked for in height, he made up for in pure cunning and black-hearted meanness and storied savagery. Footsteps sounded around DeVries. Squeezing the big Russian in his hands, he swung the pistol from right to left and back again, that metronome in his chest fairly shredding his heart. Men stepped into the firelight around him, by ones and twos and threes and fours, until well over a dozen men, aiming rifles or pistols at him, surrounded him, grinning beneath the brims of their battered hats. Make that over a dozen men, and one woman, a big one, who looked very much like a man, except she wore a long black skirt. She was laughing beneath the round, wide crown of her man's felt hat.